Hey guys, it's Dana, and I am so glad that you're here today. This is like an exciting topic for me because one of my very first ongoing clients was actually an Etsy e-commerce client, and she's my ongoing client. We were monitoring her listings. She actually had designs in Target, so it wasn't like she was a small person. Usually, when you're working with someone that needs a VA at this type of a level for this type of a product, they aren't just starting out. They're at a level where they want to take it to the next step. And by positioning yourself as someone that can do this sort of work, and we'll discuss what type of work that is, as a virtual assistant, it kind of, there's a couple different things that you can do. And if you position yourself as a specialist in one of these sections, you definitely have a marketplace. So guys, if you're here, give me a thumbs up, say hi. I'd love to see you. But let's talk about what some of the skills are that are needed as an e-commerce seller for for a VA, right? Now, the generic one is going to be customer service. And it depends on where they're doing it at. Hey, Jen, good to see you this morning. But it depends on where they're going with it. If I'll give you an example, and we'll start off with Etsy. Why? Because a lot of Etsy sellers want help. However, Etsy is actually one of the ones, and I worked in Etsy before they did this. You really need to be careful because of the style of Etsy, they do not want like a team to be doing it. They want the person because they want to stay small business. And they're trying to be the home crafter, the home whatever, but they don't, I don't know. They make it so that you can't have team members come in and log in. And so having that sort of thing, you really need to be careful what you do and how you do it on that site. They did change that since I started a few years ago, and I don't think it was a good change. So it's one of those things you're going to need to watch and you're going to need to pay attention to and maybe take care of it, because Etsy has its own customer service messages, and so going in there to do it, you would need to go in as the owner. And again, they do not like that. So it's one of those things to be very, very careful with. I'm not going to say don't do it. I think it's much needed, especially for some of these people who make a heck of a lot more stuff than I ever did, right? But monitoring, not even customer service, but their listings to see where they're going, what's being searched for right now is a huge market. Let me show you a little bit of Etsy. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. So this is actually my Etsy store. It doesn't have anything in it right now. They are all under review or whatever because I have not paid attention to it, and I want to update this spreadsheet. And I didn't like the spreadsheet as much. It was a lot more simple, but that's the point. So in here, you've got messages, you've got orders and shipping, and I didn't ship anything, but they want this to come from the owner of the site or of this store. So they don't have team members. So a lot of it's going to need to be done through their account if it can be done. You're not going to be able to do the shipping labels for them. Guys, they're going to need to go in there and do that themselves. So don't let them talk you into trying to do that. It doesn't make any sense. But sometimes you can do messages. Sometimes they can be done. There's just different ways that you can do it. Order help requests, sent all spam trash. All of those, are just one of those things. You can see here that's not working. It's first time it's not working for someone else, and refunding. So, those type of things, yeah, you can do it. Sometimes you can respond by email. It depends on how it's set up. And again, They just don't want you to. So what are some of the things that you could do for an Etsy seller? And my biggest thing is actually, and I love doing it, was Pinterest. Pinterest is a very, very specialty market, and you should not charge less than $450 a month. You should never charge less than $450 a month. You can decide what goes into that. Mine was a certain amount of pins per day, certain days of the week, and I had to have everything by Sunday, and I would schedule everything on Monday for the next week. And or I would do 2 weeks at a time, and I would schedule it and it would be done. I'd finish my work and be done for it. I would just make sure that everything went through. But Pinterest is great for sending traffic to Etsy sites. Pinterest is great for sending it to their blogs, to anything that they have. So writing product descriptions is a big one. Why? Because if you go back to my listings, these are like the worst. Here. Actually, let's see if there's any t-shirts. Yeah. So here's my badass virtual miracle worker thing, the video. I need to update it. This would definitely sell again. I would need to update it because this is a print. This is, of course, I don't make it. T-shirts, where they'll find it. It's made to order, automatic. But look at this. This is like really, really boring, right? Well, if you could come in as a VA and you could write this for me that I could copy and paste it right into it, one that would actually work out really well for people, it's a big help. It would be a big help for someone that knows the keywords, things like that, that people will go ahead and search for. Why? Because it shows up on a Google search. So if someone's looking for a virtual assistant t-shirt, this would be so cool if someone else would set it up for me. And here are tags. Tags are very important. Tags are what people are searching for. So if you can do the research, and there is software out there that does this for you and helps, it's a huge help, and this is print on demand. So I don't even handle it. The pricing, origin, zip code, whatever, if there's customs, those type of things just are very helpful. And if someone, came in and said, Dana, I can do this. I can load everything up for you, get it all working, and make sure that it's all working with all your designs, because I have a ton of designs. I'd be like, awesome, let's go. Because I've got my Ooh People shirt, with all the different colors on it, but I don't have it set up to run because I just haven't had time to go back and make it all work. So that for someone could be very big. There's all of these type of things. The masks were a lot of fun. They were done through someone. And I actually sold, guys, if you see this is my dog that I put her on backgrounds. And I actually had people buying my dog face for their face masks. So I thought that was hilarious. That was me playing for a client. We were trying to get hers to work well. And we were just having fun. So, mugs, those type of things, again, it all has to do with, okay, make a video for them, which videos are always awesome. And you can offer this, and this is a higher end service, guys. This is, if you can tell me that, yes, we're going to get this stuff running and we're going to make sure it's all working, and I'll monitor it for you, make sure that it is working, then that's a whole nother income avenue that I could be doing that, would be working for someone would be running it, and boom, it's done. Then on top of that, if you want to, you could end up doing Pinterest posts for each of the things. Think about it. Each thing goes through, right? It's pretty ingenious. It's pretty simple. Now, the same thing can be happening with an Amazon seller. An Amazon seller, and I'll show you that screen. We're going to hide this one, show that one. This is our Amazon stuff. And I need to actually look at the screen. This one I'm not really that worried about because they sell. They sell, it's a specialty product. No one else has them. You can see I'm using the same picture right there on 3 different things, and no one cares. Why? Because it's such a basic product that no one does care. But if you have someone that's working with a lot of different things that is going in, and Amazon doesn't care if you have team members, you can actually add team members to do certain types of work in there for them on the Amazon seller page. So, you can make sure that their Amazon listings are up to date. Are they even getting noticed? Are they being paid attention to? Those things can be really big. The description is big. If they aren't being found, and especially if you're working with someone that's drop shipping, holy crap. And I don't do drop shipping. These are all our own products. It's very exciting. They are fishing weights. But if you have a client that is drop shipping, then what you need to do is find out what descriptions people are searching for. And writing that sort of thing is big. And guys, if you guys have questions during this, because I talk very, very fast and there is so much information on this, please don't hesitate to drop it in. And I can actually see the comments. I just can't see your name. I do have my phone running with it, so I might be able to catch your name. But again, I talk. But, to be able to see if, let me go over here and come up on this and share this tab. Share screen, Chrome tab, that one, yeah. So this is an Amazon seller, marketplace, whatever. It's my Seller Central. This is actually a live Seller Central. This is my business. This is my Amazon business. And one of the things that, people would look at as an Amazon seller. Now, granted, I'm not worried about buy now boxes. As you can see, I'm 100% in buy now boxes because I have a trademarked product. But not everyone does. So I want to be in the buy now boxes, right? So you, as a person, could come in here and you could see you could come in and see where they are. Are they in buy now boxes? Are they in the buy now box? What the price is going for. And you can adjust their pricing if needed to make it happen. Or you can go in here and you can edit their boring description and check it. You can check the product. You can go in and see what it is. So if you want to help small online shops, you might want to look. Do you know how to write certain things? For Etsy, for example, you shop on Etsy. So what are you looking for? How can you help someone with that? What are your current skills? Does it necessarily need to be this? Absolutely not. You can be customer service. Amazon, for me as a seller, takes care of the customer service. I pay them 50% of pretty much whatever I sell to do all the crap. But not everyone does. There's drop shipping. So it's that is inventory, seller fulfilled products. I never remember what they call this stuff. I don't have any because I don't feel like doing it. But, so those type of things, you can go in there and you're writing descriptions. It's learning how to do that. If you don't want to do that, then find the skills that you already have. Write them down. Seriously, that's the first thing I tell people to do. The very first thing I tell people to do is write down what skills you've got. Why? Because you have them. I don't care if it's, managing emails. I hate managing emails. I cannot do it. I do not like it. I do not want my email box. You could ask Teddy. It probably gives her nightmares. And I won't let people into a certain mailbox that I have because, again, it gives me nightmares. I've had the thing since Google, we had to have like a invitation from Google. So a lot of it can be learn on the go. Can you Google? If you can Google, believe it or not, you can learn this stuff so easily as long as you have the basics. And so to give you an idea, like doing the Etsy for my one client, I charged her $25 an hour at $10 or 10 hours per month. So it was $250 per month. I spent 30 minutes a day looking at her things to make sure where they were. The first month, I actually told her we needed more time because I needed to get everything optimized first. And so I went through her stuff and I looked, and I would see that, and I did find software that did it. I don't remember the name of it, but I found software that would analyze them for me and show me, hey, these suck. And by showing me that, it kind of let me know that, hey, we can improve on this. And it's the same thing. If you want to work with e-commerce clients like this, find what area you want to work in. I did a lot of that, the thing that I'm teaching you all not to do. I was that unicorn VA who would do everything. And to be honest with you, it is so exhausting. I was doing the social media marketing for one Etsy seller. I was doing the monitoring for another Etsy seller. Amazon, it's my own business, so that's just us. But learning how to write the things and deal with customer service is a huge plus, especially with things like customer service on Shopify, helping clients, writing the pages. Like I said, Pinterest was huge. It still is. I do not use Pinterest. I think that we post on Pinterest. I don't know if we do anymore. Someone else would have to tell me. We were going to, and I don't think we continued doing it. But again, it's huge. So like by looking at this one, go over here. There we go. Look at this. I would need, by looking at this, what I need from someone is to come up with descriptions. I think these were done in Printful. Okay? I think that these were done actually in Printful. And you would go into my Printful account, write the descriptions, set the pricing, upload the graphics, and send them over. That's what needs to be done with all my t-shirt designs. So that's a big thing. This is such a generic so this is such a generic description. This is actually already in Printful, I think. Yeah, from here on down is already in Printful. So what you would need to do as a VA for someone like me would be come in here, come up with a title for it. It's a t-shirt. That's pretty simple. And you would need to know tags. What tags are people looking for? What tags are people searching for? What do you search for? And some of it's research, so it's Googling. This one, COVID gift, would need to go out because COVID is bad. You can't say that word with a lot of things. Then, maybe you come in and add a video. So you suggest to the client, hey, do you have a software that lets you do videos for this? Seriously, you have to ask right now, software. I had a big software screen pop up there. But you have to, do you have a video software? Like on my other one, this one, I have a video. It's just a very simple video. It was one of my first videos on TikTok. The t-shirt, it's actually done by, what's the software name? I'll have to come back to that one. But it's automatically done. I mean, that's not me. You put it on the t-shirt, whatever you put your graphic, it puts it on the t-shirt, and she just stands there and moves around, right? So it's I didn't have to do anything. I didn't pay anyone to do that. It was just videos were new. So, those type of things are huge. But it's learning how. Look at the things that you search for. When you're searching for a t-shirt, and I'm an ultimate t-shirt buyer on Etsy, what are you looking for? And that's what you're going to need to put in the description. What are they actually reading? Then for customer service, you're actually going in and making sure that the thing's shipped. That's what's super helpful with it. Knowing whether it's shipped, it has been shipped, yay, it's been shipped, client reviews, those type of things, monitoring that sort of stuff allows a business owner to go in and do other stuff. You're freeing up, like, for example, you do something like that, and, I say, okay, let's run with it. I've got X number of t-shirt designs, let's get them all up and running. And so that it's all working on my Etsy site. Why? Because I don't know what they charge to renew. They're already done. Who else has a video? Yeah, so what the heck is the video for that one? Oh, she's actually just pouring it in there. So, what's going to help me? What's going to help me to get clients to buy these things? Because why? Why is this important? Because this is a revenue stream that's not making money for me. I have all these designs, I have all these ideas, and it's not making money for me. So you as a VA, if this is your specialty, you're generating income for me. And you're making an entire revenue stream where, again, I don't have to do the work besides come up with new ideas for designs. So that's where you're coming into play. Whether you want to do the research, whether you want to do the customer service, whether you want to do the data entry or any of these things, or the advertising of it, pick which one you want to do. Do not be a unicorn. I'm going to tell you guys time and time again, you're going to hear that from me for like the rest of your lives. One of the things I absolutely hate is people telling me that, or seeing on job opportunities, is I'm looking for a unicorn. Because then they add like, you need to know 50 million things. Here's a list of the software packages that we need you to use. Plus we need you to do this. Plus we need you to do this. Oh, and we're only going to pay you $15 an hour. And even when I was paid from one person $45 an hour, we got nothing done. Why? Because she had me doing so many things. It was jumping from thing to thing to thing without any focus. And that's one of the things that you need to explain to someone that you're looking for, or one of the job opportunities that you're looking at. If you don't want to share your business on social media or whatever, these are big type of positions over there on Upwork. These are big. I mean, I think the first 6 ones that I got over on Upwork as a VA versus as a bookkeeper, when COVID hit, it switched over to doing technical work. They were all this type of work. Please optimize and make this work for me. I have all this stuff to do. Please make it work. And that's what I was doing for other people. I was making it work. I was making all of this stuff happen for these people. And that's what they need. So it's finding a need for what, but you need to look at your skills first. Look at what you want to do. Don't tell me you want to do all of this stuff, because honestly, you'll get burnt out and you might end up with like 1 or 2 clients. If you want to do customer service is big, listing management is big, adding products can be big. I would mix a couple of those things, but not too many. Like if I was doing Pinterest for these things, I wouldn't do something else. I would focus on Pinterest and become an expert in Pinterest management. That's how I would narrow everything down. So if you guys have any other questions, there's a lot of things you can see that are in this realm. And so guys, drop your questions. Ask them. Why? Because knowing those questions and knowing the answers can help you learn more. And I have no problem doing like little small videos on this stuff. But these are the big things that people are looking for. They're looking for customer service. They're looking for listing management. They're looking for research what products are going to sell. They're looking for social media marketing of these products because we don't want to pay the money for ads. I mean, y'all know me. I might buy ads in July, but that will be the first time in 30 years I'm paying for ads. So, look at this sort of thing and take a look at what you want to do. If you don't know what you want to do, go ahead, drop me a message, DM me, ask me and say, I have no clue. Teddy, I know, is working on a list of 100 skills for VAs, and we're dividing it up, and we're going to make it into a cool little thing for you guys, and so that you guys can go and download it because everyone needs that. When you get that, go through and circle what you want to do or what you already can do. For my VA business, for doing any of this stuff, I did not need any new classes. I found out I knew most of it. I just had to zoom in on a couple different things and figure out just a couple different things that would work. So I hope this helps, and you guys, do not feel afraid to ask questions. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you all later. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.